Hello.
Hi, welcome to another episode of Joyful Living. I'm Heather Rizzo. I am a licensed bodyworker and holistic practitioner. I'm one of the co-founders of the Joyful Healing Playground. My clients like to call me the Body Whisperer.
And I'm Mary Crawford, again with the Joyful Healing Playground and the Joy of Being Well. And I do energy healing and energy clearing. So,
Excellent. Well, before we start, just to make our disclaimer, we're not doctors. We're not here to diagnose anything. Everything that we share are personal opinions and testimonials from our clients.
yep. Yeah.
So to start off,
I'm gonna do a reading. I'm gonna dive right into a reading from the Love deck, and I left the box way over there, so I'll give you that later. It's Tori. I don't remember Tori's last name.
we'll include it in the text.
I picked 3 cards for you today, and I always ask what messages want to come through for you. So the Love deck is all about really unconditional love, divine love, human love, whatever. And the first card that came up for you is Golden Memories. So Golden Memories is about hanging on to those beautiful memories of the past. Don't feel like you have to, if there's so much change going on the planet right now, so much change, and we're going to talk more about that in a minute, but just keep in mind that the memories that you have of the past are really important and valuable for you, whether they're good or bad. They're memories things happened because they taught you lessons. You asked for those things to come into your life. So don't feel like you have to purge yourself of all your memories if you're moving on to something new, okay? The next one that comes up is dreams. And the message that's coming through on this particular card is that, first of all, have dreams and know that your dreams are valuable, but also know that while you are sleeping, a lot of the issues and problems and questions that you have are going to come through with answers for you in your dreams. Your guides, your angels are working with you while you're sleeping. Your higher self is working while you're sleeping. So pay attention to your dreams. Make sure you get enough sleep so that you have a chance to dream. If you have trouble falling asleep or getting into a deep sleep, we have an oil for that. And they work really, really well. So, really pay attention to your dreams and know that answers will come to you while you're dreaming. And the final card that came up for you is Sorrow. And Sorrow is a card that tells us that actually everything is going to be okay. Sorrow is an emotion that we came here to experience. We didn't just come here to have joy and fun all the time. We wanted to experience everything. But sorrow, this card is telling us that it's okay to feel the sorrow, to feel that sense of loss. There's a lot of loss going on the planet right now. And as Heather's going to talk about, we're in the winter season, which has a lot to do with endings. So if there are endings going on in your life, and if you're missing someone, or you're missing something, or your job has ended, or relationships or family members have passed on, or pets, know that sorrow is a part of what you came here to experience, and it can bring a gift for you as well. And it's gonna pass. It is gonna pass, and spring is right behind it. So that's what I have for those 3 cards.
Yeah, excellent. I these pictures are so beautiful, and as you were sharing, what came up for me with the golden memories is it can be so easy to get caught up in the pain of the past and not be able to, I like to say, harvest the wisdom and the gifts of those experiences. That it can be a part of you that's just like, I just want to just cut it all off. But there can be some benefits of our experiences too. And then what you shared about the dreams, we've talked about this before, the importance of sleep, not only from a physical standpoint of how, between 10 and 2, your bodies do these major flushings, and regeneration cycle is happening. But I love what you shared about how that's the time when we're getting our insights too. And I actually like to say this this little intention that while I'm sleeping, that which is heavy on my heart and my mind, the solutions will be presented, and I'll remember them when I wake up in the
Right.
morning.
Going to sleep with intention is really
Yeah.
key. We talk about living with intention all the time, but we don't really talk about sleeping with intention.
Yeah.
And it's important to, before you go to sleep at night, have some kind of ritual. Rituals are huge for creating more in your life. And if that ritual is just doing some deep breathing and making the intention of releasing everything that's bothering you or weighing on your mind, and asking your guides, your angels, or your higher self, whatever, to come through with solutions while you're sleeping.
Yeah.
Create that intention of having more solutions, of having life be easier for you.
Yeah. And I shared in one of the last videos that one of my main intentions for this year was to work on my sleep. And this helps to reinforce that the value of sleep. That we can think about how we need that productivity time. Well, sleep is incredibly productive and the different levels we've just talked about. And one of the things that I've done for myself, I'm excited to say I'm doing really, really well about getting to sleep before midnight. I've been to sleep in the last month more nights before midnight than staying up past. So that's a huge shift for me, and I'm definitely noticing a difference in my ability to just be more calm in the morning, for lack of better words.
Right.
Yeah, and speaking of
Yeah.
calm, I've been using the Calm oil, which is actually in the kids kit for my feet. It has lavender in it as well as some other really wonderful.
I think is vetiver in that too?
I'm not sure if vetiver is, but Buddha wood is,
wood.
and I've just really been enjoying that, and that's part of my ritual. Is I rub my feet, thank my feet for carrying me through my day, and put that really beautiful oil on. I put it on my wrist too, so I smell it when I sleep, 'cause I like to sleep like this.
I know. And
So.
if you really have issues with sleeping, my favorite go-to oil is vetiver. Vetiver is the most grounding of all the oils, and it takes you right down. It brings all those scattered parts of you back into your body, so that you can be whole again and focused and grounded, and it will put you to sleep. I'm not going to guarantee it, but I almost am, because it will put you to sleep quickly.
Well, and I noticed that the nights that I use the calmer oil, I'll use vetiver sometimes too, but I'm able to get to sleep faster because the monkey mind calms down a lot faster. And I've had a lot of monkey mind lately. You've talked about loss. It's been a really interesting month. The weather's been really severe. Like in a span of 2 weeks, my kid had 3 days of school, which really wreaks havoc on rescheduling and just it's been really interesting. And I woke up this morning and I just felt really content and peaceful, and the first thing that I felt was that how odd that felt, and it made me realize how I've been in this survival mode. There's a lot of different things in addition to the severe weather that has taken place. Unexpectedly, I was in a car accident. Okay, thankfully everybody's okay, but there's a whole process involved with that, and so yeah, there's this loss that's happening, and when I felt that calmness, and it felt almost a little foreign, it made me realize how addicted we can get to stress. And I think I'm definitely someone who's recovering from stress addiction as a child, just because of some different circumstances. But that's what came up for me, and I just thought I would share that because I feel like there's someone here watching this that needed to hear that we can get addicted to stress. And so I think finding little ways to bring stillness into our life is really important. And I'll talk a little bit more about that in a moment. But today,
speaking of addiction, I just have to jump right
Yeah,
in
go ahead.
because I am launching a brand new program on Monday on the From Heartache to Joy Telesummit. And I'm really excited about this because it's all about healing addiction, whether you have addiction to smoking or sugar, chocolate, stress, work, so many things, shopping, alcohol. There's so many things that we can allow ourselves. Addiction to me is a search to feel better when life doesn't feel good. And we find that one little thing that makes us feel good for a minute, and we keep going back to it and back to it and back to it, because we haven't figured out how to have that good feeling stay longer without that substance or that activity. People can get addicted to adrenaline. I mean,
Exactly.
you know, because they want that high, or that runner's high, that jumping off a bridge high, you know, that whatever it is.
Just the busyness high. I mean, that's...
that work energy.
Yeah.
Gaming can be very addictive. So I'm launching this program. It'll be at noon Central Time. And if you want the link, we'll post it. But let me just tell you, it's FHTJ. That's from Heartache to Joy. FHTJ and the word joy.com, followed by Mary19. And we will post that link, but you need to go and register so that you can get the phone number to call in at noon on Monday. And I'm excited because there's going to be a lot of, we'll be doing some free readings on the phone call, and then there'll be some really discounted packages that I'll be selling on that phone call too. So
excellent.
Addiction.
I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
Yay.
Yay.
I also wanted to share that today is February 22nd. And so 222, and if you've watched any of our episodes or any of my individual videos, you know that I'm fascinated by numerology and astrology. And so I was curious about what the significance of 222 was, and I just wanted to take a moment to share that with you. So it's about faith and trust and encouragement and finding a balanced, peaceful stance in all areas of your life. So even though there's this loss that people are experiencing in different ways, can you find some peace with that and be able to just be like, this is what it is. I can't control, these different factors that are showing up, but I can have some control over how I respond to things. And I think finding, for me, this time of the year, when I can, I ramp up my wellness care, my self-care when I can, but working with other people too. I noticed that this time of the year, working with other practitioners, either in person or remotely, because you're able to, I can do my own work, but I'm still in my own energy field. So having you, like you did that really amazing heart rescue approach for me, which, go to her website, check it out. It's really,
what I'll be doing on the call on
I
Monday, too.
really feel like it was supportive in helping me deal with the sort of onslaught of being in a car accident, having my furnace break down, having my dryer break down.
I was going to say dryer and
it was just
no
like
school
everything. No school, and then getting back to school. My daughter had some transition
issues.
Some actual like separation anxiety things happening, which I was thankful I had the oils to reach for. But anyway, there are different ways to come in contact with that inner stillness, and I think for me, especially this time of the year, working with other practitioners is really important.
I so hear that, and I know that it's so much easier for me to work with other people than it is to work on myself. So I look for practitioners that I can trust as well to help me clear things, because then I can be more for my clients. The Divine Heart Rescue that you talked about is about releasing core beliefs that we don't even know we have, that get stuck in our DNA, get stuck in our spiritual history of lifetimes, and can really dictate how we respond to things. So clear your heart and know that there's so much more possible. You came here with a divine mission, and we want to help you get to that. The oils help a lot.
Another thing that can be supportive for me anyway is connecting with like-minded, like-hearted individuals. And we just had a really beautiful Sacred Woman circle. We're continuing our exploration of warrior goddess training, and we're going to continue with that for next month too. And the next circle is Friday, March 15th. That's from noon to about 1:30. If you have to leave early, that's okay, but bring your lunch. That's at the Joyful Healing Playground in Monona, and
it's always the third Friday.
It's always the third Friday, but I think having that community it's supportive.
So important. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so important. We're not in this alone.
Yeah.
Even if you don't really, you're not a networker, you don't really love getting out in crowds of people, this is a small group where you can just come with other women, and you don't even have to talk if you don't want to. Just come and listen. And but I think you'll find that you find it comfortable to share your feelings, your ideas, and support the other women in the group as well.
Yeah, excellent. And you had an oil that you
I
picked for
have an
today, so
oil.
why don't we wrap up with that?
Yeah. Okay. So the oil is tangerine. I don't know if that comes through backwards or forwards, but tangerine is so awesome. Tangerine. Oh my gosh. It helps you to get rid of feelings of overburdened by responsibilities, stifled creativity, feeling duty-bound, overworked, heavy-hearted, and joyless. Welcome winter.
I was gonna say that feels like it sums up the last month.
All of the shoveling, the mountains are high here of snow. But tangerine, if you just think of peeling a tangerine, oh my God, it smells so good. And this oil, I'm just going to put some on for all of you right now.
Yeah,
Just
I'll take some
smell
too.
it and put it into your energy field. Because tangerine is an oil that brings abundance. It brings, there you're all getting this right now. It brings abundance and cheerfulness and creativity. It's very much a second chakra oil, which is your creative center. Opening up your divine feminine second chakra. If you're not playing with your second chakra, you're missing out on a lot of everything in life, including
Passion, creativity,
and money,
purpose.
and everything is controlled by not controlled is not the right word, but influenced by the openness of your second chakra. So tangerine is an oil you want to take it if you're using doTERRA, and please don't do this if you're not using doTERRA, but you can take this oil internally, put it in a glass of water or a cup of tea. Smells fantastic, tastes fantastic. I added this to my smoothie this morning.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's really good. So bring in more of that abundant, creative, joyful energy with tangerine.
Yay. Excellent. Well, we hope you enjoyed today's show. Do all that social media stuff, like us, take a friend that you think would appreciate this. And yeah.
And
think
have a
that's good.
wonderful weekend.
Yeah.
you
Spring's
know.
around the corner.
We're
we're
coming.
getting there.
I know. Maybe a couple weeks, but
Yeah.
it's coming.
Yeah.
So take care, everybody.
Thanks again. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.